Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with an unexpected home bargains haul. I went there on a whim today and I wasn't expecting to get as much as I did. I actually ended up spending £34. To some of you that might not be a lot of money at all, but to me I could not believe I ended up spending £34. I ended up getting some really good stuff, so I thought I'd just sit down and waffle at the camera for like 20 minutes. Get the boring stuff done out of the way first. So every time I go to Home Bargains I pick these crisps up for Neil because they're his favourite. They never do these in the 6-pack, which is why I have to buy them individually. I brought 10 packets. There's a couple more for proof. He's just obsessed with them. They are really good. And these were 19p each. So I basically got £2 worth of Golden Wonder salt and vinegar crisps. I picked up some French fries by McCain's. I wasn't intending on getting these, but he actually hasn't got any like normal, like not seasoned chips, so I got him these. These are only £1.25, which is really good for like branded stuff. He's quite snobby. He doesn't eat like Aldi's own chips, so glad I found him those. I didn't realise that they did Linda McCartney range in Home Bargains. I'm not a vegetarian. I just eat vegetarian foods, because I'm on Slimming World and it's lower sin than like pork sausages and stuff like that, and it's also a lot cheaper. I got this one box for £1, so you get 6 sausages in there. I've never had just the like normal vegetarian ones. I normally get the rosemary and red onion ones, I think. These are higher sin than those ones, but for £1 I really don't care. Good for a roast dinner, good for like mash and peas and carrots and broccoli and all of that, so really happy with those. I've got some very battered blocks of butter. Every time I go to Home Bargains I buy the butter. This is the butter that I always get now, whether it be from Iceland or from Home Bargains, because I refuse to pay the price of butter in Aldi. It's like £1.45 for one of these, whereas in Home Bargains this is 79p. If you know me, you know that the price of butter really gets on my wick. I don't know why it's so expensive. I always have butter chats with everyone, so I got myself 2 blocks. There you go, stocking up on my fridge. So got 2 blocks of butter. Other foodie items, I went for a little bit of a change this time and I got my PG tips for tea bags. I normally go for Tetley tea, but I thought I haven't had PG in years, so I thought why don't we give it a go. Got 70 bags for £1, whereas Tetley's 72, so there's no difference at all. So yeah, got myself some tea bags. I then stocked up on my favourite noodles. I didn't need to get that many this time, so I just got a couple. These are 25p each, and these are like super noodle versions, but so much better. They're not sin free, but I love them, and for the price, rather pay a less amount of money and have sins than pay £1 for one packet, if that makes sense. So these are the cocoa noodles. So you've got spicy stir fry. I got 2 of those, like I said, they're 25p. And then I also got the curry, which is amazing. They've got loads of different flavours, it's just that these ones are my favourite. Oh, they've literally just all fallen out. I got a packet of party rings for P. They've got mini bags within them, and you get 6 little biscuits in those. They're just good little treats for P to have when she's been a good girl, or just for bribery, and they were like 79p, so they're just a good staple to have in our cupboards. The thing that I saw just as I was about to check out, that I've never seen before, didn't even know they did it, Golden Wonder couscous. Now don't get me wrong, I love a Golden Wonder crisp. They're really like tasty and just lots of flavour. It makes me salivate just thinking about it. But I didn't realise they do couscous. They had quite a couple of other varieties. They also had rice in a packet like this. Didn't really fancy any of those, but I got the Golden Wonder Oh So Tasty couscous, and this is tomato and chilli flavour. So that's what it looks like. It looks really, really good. So that with a salad and some corn or chicken or whatever, thought it'd be a nice good meal for us. And then the other one is roasted vegetable. Again, I think it looks really good. This will probably last me a couple of meals. Couscous always does. But yeah, I'm really happy and excited to try that. Didn't actually realise how many foodie items I got. This was a little bit of an impulse. I don't really need this, but it was 19p and I was like, yeah, I do need it. And this is Orbit, I think it's strawberry flavoured chewing gum. You get 30 pieces in here. And I just thought for 19p I can put it in my car door and I don't have to worry about mints and stuff like that. So 19p, like what a bargain. So I was really happy to find that. I also got Neil some Easter eggs to go with his little like Easter present. I don't really know what I'm going to do him this year. I'll probably just get him an egg and then he can have these. He really likes these, and these are the Smarties mini eggs. These were cheap again. I think they were 79 or 89p. They weren't more than £1. They were definitely less than £1. So yeah, I picked up those. And then for myself, because I'm on Slimming World, after lunch I struggle and I really want like a sweet treat. So I have been reaching for like just one celebration chocolate, but I don't need it, but I just need that little sweet fix. So I found these. These are only 49p. I'm not going to sin them. Probably should, but I'm not going to. Or I could sin it for like one sin, I don't know. I don't even know if I have to. So I've got the Fox's Glacier Berry selection. I don't like the lemon and the orange and all of those. Like, no thanks. So I got blueberry, cranberry and gooseberry. So they're a little bit more of like a different variety as opposed to like mixed forest fruits. But I thought for 49p, stick them in my cupboard. They're also really good for when I have like a sore throat. When I'm poorly, I never have cough sweets because I just don't like them. They remind me that I'm ill. These for when I inevitably get a sore throat, because it's coming. It's been a long time and I'm doing well holding off not having a cold, but I can just tell, give it a couple of weeks and I'll be ill with the lurgy. Seeing as when I'm filming this, today is Pancake Day, I got myself some maple syrup. Now, I've been wanting maple syrup for such a long time, and it's normally so expensive, like £2, well, to me it's expensive, like £2.30 for a bottle of like syrup that I'm not going to use all the time. I think is ridiculous. I found this by Askey's, I don't know. This is what it looks like, and I found this for £1. So, backstory about this is the whole reason I went to Home Bargains, because I've been struggling trying to find them like in supermarkets. I didn't really get what I wanted, but never mind. I had a Subway salad for the first time last week, and oh my god, changed my life. I now crave, again, making me salivate just thinking about it, I am now craving jalapenos and gherkins. That's what I got. I didn't realise how good Subway salads are. I also really want to get the sweet onion sauce that I had, like, as a dressing. Don't know where you can find it. So if anyone knows of a sauce or something that's similar to that, leave it in the comments so I can go and scour the shelves and just buy all of them, because it was so good. Like, it's literally like a game changer for salad. So I got jalapeno peppers. This was 89p for the jar. And they're nicely sliced. I found that ones where I've been looking like in supermarkets are really like chunky. I don't want chunky ones, I like thin ones. So this is what the jar looks like. Oh, I cannot wait to have these in a salad. And then I got pickled whole gherkins in sweet vinegar. I don't want whole gherkins. I don't know where on earth I can find sliced gherkins. Like, these look like, I don't know, like Shrek's fingers. I don't fancy chomping on one of these or cutting it up. I'm quite funny about cutting up food and stuff, and Neil's like, buy whole gherkins and I'll slice them up for you. So he's got the task of cutting up gherkins for me. So this is what they look like. I've got quite a large jar. Again, this was like 89p, 79p. I mean, it's like got flavouring at the bottom. I don't know what flavouring it is, but I just really fancy having these on my salad. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm really happy that I found these. And then my final two boring items is toothpaste. P needs a backup of her milk teeth toothpaste. This was 99p, so I got one of those. And then I also got a backup because we're on our last tube of our toothpaste, and this is literally my favourite toothpaste. It's the cheapest one out there at 79p, and it's like blue gel. And it's so good, I absolutely love it. So I just picked up a tube of that as well. Okay, so that's all my foodie, like, household items, and now I'm going to move on to like the exciting stuff in my opinion. I got a couple of bits for Easter. I don't normally do a lot for Easter because A, P doesn't eat chocolate, and B, I think you can go crazy. And if I had the cash to go crazy and P was a little bit older, I probably would have done. But I just thought, nah, don't need to this year. Give it a couple of years when P's like a little bit older and she understands the whole concept of Easter, then Home Bargains has got my money in its pocket. So I got one of these little bunnies. She loves bunnies, so this was a given. It's like a little windable thing and it hops along. It doesn't at the moment because its feet are like stuck on its thing. They had this one and they had a little chick, and I mean, I just can't get over how adorable this is. This is going to be like in peas. I don't know if I'm going to do an Easter basket again this year. Did it last year, probably didn't need to. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet, but this is going to be a part of whatever she gets for Easter. It's only 59p. Absolutely adorable. I know she's going to love it. I gave her one in the trolley and she kept going and kissing it. So cute. Then I got myself some Easter bunting. Neil is not going to be happy that I got this, and he's going to be like, oh, what a load of naughty word. But I just really liked it. It's cute. It's quite kitsch, like Cath Kidston-esque. This Happy Easter. You've got like the little eggs and you've got a little bunny, which is this one in the middle. I just really like it. This was only 79p. I'm going to put it up, and then after Easter I'm going to bring it down and put it in a little box, and then it can come out every single year. It's lovely. They had so much variety when it comes to this sort of stuff. They had cake stands, cupcake cases, obviously like all the little chicks and the nests, and Easter baskets and Easter hats and crafts and all of that. So if you want Easter stuff, go to Home Bargains. They had such a fab variety, and it was all so cheap as well. So that's my little Easter section done. Myself quite a weird thing to buy. These are like 25p. You've got no idea how much I need these. So I have my own little book club. I'm sure you all know and are sick to death of me talking about my book club. But when I come to the end of the month and we all do our discussion about the book that we read, I always forget like the key parts that made me like gasp or made me roll my eyes and think, oh, what a load of crap. So I need these little sticky notes. I wanted plain ones. I have looked at like getting metal ones online, but they're like £12. No, thank you. So I got these little tabs that I can stick on pages and stick out of the book. So when I go back to review the book with the girls, I can then go to the pages and think, what did you think about this? Blah, blah, discuss, blah, blah. Does that make sense? These are like 25p. Two of these, and these are little magnetic lists for like shopping. I think these are fab. I use these all the time for myself. I love them. I love them so much. Like, it's just like an old age parent thing, I guess. Just being super organised and having a magnetic list to your fridge. Like, what more could you want? They were 79p. So I got myself one, I got my mum one for a part of her Mother's Day present. I completely forgot that Mother's Day is coming up, and I literally just got everything today in Home Bargains, and I'd say I spent less than like £7 because I can't justify spending a lot of money each like Mother's Day, Father's Day, because you just end up buying tat that person doesn't need, in my opinion anyway. Well, I don't buy tat, but I don't know, like you see stuffed bears and stuff, it's like, what is my mum going to do with a stuffed teddy that says mum on it? So I got her one of these, which was 79p. Her some Cotton Breeze tea lights, because we, as in me and my mum, we love candles. That's where I got it from. We're just both obsessed. So I got her some little tea lights. I got her a tea light holder for Christmas, so I thought she could use those in there for obviously Mother's Day. This was 79p for 18. They smell good. Fresh cotton is like one of her favourite scents. It's a classic, you can't go wrong with that. I got her something that she probably hasn't had in years. I normally buy her chocolates, but I know it takes her a long time to get through chocolates, and I gave her some for her birthday, which was in January. So I got her some licorice torpedoes. I always used to have these when I was small, but I didn't like the licorice. I just used to suck out like the outer shell and then spit the licorice out because I just don't like it. My mum loves licorice, so I just found these and I thought, what a nice little throwback for her. She'd never buy these for herself. Don't know if she still likes them, but it's the thought that counts. So I just got her a little bag of those. These were like, I think these were like 59p. Her final present is just this little mug. I've never brought my mum a mug that says mum on it. I don't know why, I just haven't. It's just a really good size. It reminds me of like the Cath Kidston, I want to say they were the Grace mugs. I think they've discontinued them now. It's just a really good size. Obviously it says mum. It's not tacky. I think a lot of mugs can be quite tacky, but this is just simple. They did have another one that was an extra £1, but it was a little bit sort of like for an older mum as opposed to my mum. I'd say like 70s, just in my opinion. But this one's really nice. It's just white, it's got the floral detailing. So what I'm planning on doing is just popping these in the mug like that, and then wrapping these up, and then she's just got like a little gift, which I think is enough. My mum never expects anything anyway, so she's got those. I treated P to the worst water bottle I have ever seen and owned in my life. Like, how hideous and garish is this? Like, I hate water bottles like this, but I've got one from Kath Kidston which is beautiful, but it leaks and it's awful. So we just can't use it, and P is obsessed with my water bottles, and it gets on my nerves because she chews the end and she cracks the ends of my straws. So I thought, you know what, sod it, this is absolutely rancid, but I'm just gonna get it for her. Neil is gonna hit the roof when he sees this. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? I'm a big snob, if you can't tell. I don't really know if I should admit that or not. I'll probably get quite a lot of hate and dislike, but I'm just being honest. I just don't like stuff like this. If it was plain or like a floral detailing, fine, but the fact it's frozen and it says sisters are magic, it's just a bit much. But it was 99p. It's a straw cup, and I don't know, it's gonna make her happy. I'm trying to get her off like the sippy ones now, because I'm worried about like her teeth and her teeth forming differently, if that makes any sense. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I'm just worried that she's been having those since she can drink out of them, like 6 months. She doesn't need them anymore, so I'm trying to get her onto like strawed ones. So yeah, it's tragic, but it was 99p and it's a water bottle. I absolutely love my pink one that I showed in one of my vlogs not too long ago. I have got, I don't know if you've seen, I've got these Breville, I think it's Breville, like smoothie ones that you can have. It's got a lime green lid and it pops open and you can just tip it instead of sip it. I've stopped using them since I've had this one in pink, because they're just so old, tatty. They've got like bits of dried food, I say dried food, like a dried bit of blueberry stuck down at the bottom that I cannot clean out for the life of me. So I thought, sod it, instead of having to dread using those and get them out in public, I'm just going to get another one. They're so cheap for £2.49. Like I said in my vlog, if you didn't watch it, they do them in a variety of colours: pink, blue, grey, white and yellow. I got 2 of these little storage baskets. Now, in videos I've seen, they look a lot bigger. These are quite small. They did do like a medium. I don't know if it was a medium or a large. I wanted one to be a little bit bigger, but they didn't have any. These are only 49p, and I just thought, for Peace Happy Land people, where she can get them in and out easily herself, that's why I got them. I've got a big ottoman at the moment, which is just really hard to organise. So I thought, if I get one of these, I got 2. You can never have enough storage. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but for Peace Happy Land people, she can throw them in, throw them out. I might put like, I don't know, what else has she got? She's got like her hair stuff that she got for Christmas, so like her little hair pretend play set. I might put that in one of these as well. I found this, which is something I've been looking for such a long time, and I could not believe the price. So these normally go for like 6-7 quid in Hobbycraft, which is just daylight robbery. This was £1.59, and it's a like storage box, as you can see. I could use these for so many things in my life. They did a medium one and they did a really large one, but this one is just perfect for me. I'll get it out actually so you can see. Little clasps at the bottom, and if I open it up, oh, this just fills me with so much joy. Imagine if you like collected washi tape. This is for my ribbons for when I make dummy clips. They are currently sat in just like jiffy bags that you get them delivered in. How perfect is this for my ribbons? They can each have their own little section. I can see what I've got, see what I'm low in stock on. Like, I literally just love this thing so much. I don't even have anything else to say about it. I love it. It's plastic. It's slimline. It's not bulky. It can fit right next to my sewing machine. Sorted. I cannot believe how much stuff I've got. Like, I just keep pulling things out of like my Mary Poppins bags. I got some of these. How beautiful are these little flowers? These were slightly more than I would have liked to have paid. You know me, I like to pay 99p or £1 and under. These are £1.38 each. Didn't know if I needed 2 or not, but I thought I'd rather get 2 and try and find a home for it than regret not getting 2 and not being able to buy them again. Does that make sense? They're little daffodils, and they're like white with the yellow centres. They did have yellow with the white centres, but I didn't like them as much, and I just thought these are so beautiful. I just love them. I absolutely love them. I know exactly where they're going to go in my front room. Just so spring-like, aren't they? I just love them. And finally, the last section is for me. I treated myself. I felt really guilty spending money on myself on stuff that I don't need. But I never treat myself. Like, I treat myself to a mug in the Cath Kidston sale and books in charity shops, and that is it. And I thought, you know what, sod it. I got myself a pair of sunglasses the other day from Primark and felt like I was pushing out the boat getting like a £2 pair of sunglasses. So I got myself a foot pack. So I got a deep moisturising foot pack, argan oil, 1 minute, 1 treatment, 20 mins. Don't know what it's for, but I've got really rank dry feet and I want to try and rectify it. That was part of my 18 and 2018 goals, was to look after myself, whether it be skincare and all of that. That's what I've done today. So I've got my argan oil foot pack. Need to read the instructions about how to use that. Then I also got a black tissue charcoal detox facial mask. I'm not really too sure how these things work, but it was only 89p, as was the foot pack. Jump on the wagon myself, and I'm going to try a face mask. I probably should have got the nasal strips, because that's where I get my blackheads, but I got that anyway. And then I got myself 5 facial things. So I have really good skin. Like, I'm not saying that to be like, oh my god, my skin's amazing. It's not perfect, but I'm very lucky that I don't really get spots at the moment. Whether that'll come later on in like adult life, I'm not too sure. My mum's got really good skin and my dad has, so it must just be genetics. But I'm getting spots underneath the skin, not sore ones, just like little pimples. So I'm getting that. And I'm also getting incredibly dry skin, and it's awful. It's got to the point where I really struggle to wear makeup. Around here especially, you can just see where my concealer sits. Today's not a good skin day. It might look okay on camera, but up close you can see like where my concealer is. Round here as well, it gets really dry. If I don't normally wear foundation, so I just do concealer and powder, and if I put powder on, it doesn't look right. And same with wearing foundation, it just looks really cakey, and you can see like the scales. I know I don't have scales, but you can see like the scaly effect on my forehead. Cheeks aren't too bad. Well, like this section, like my contour section's okay, but round here is really bad. And my nose is always flaky. So long story short about talking about my awful skin, not awful, but dry skin, I just got some products. I don't know if they're going to be any good, but they're only 89p per product, and they looked okay. They smelt really good. I define smelt really good. They smelt like facials when I used to do facials at college, so I guess it's got that like throwback smell to me that I haven't smelled in years. But I don't know, I just want to try it out. This one, however, doesn't smell like that. This is just hard coconut oil, which I've never seen before. This was only £1, and you can use this for your hair, scalp, face and body, and it's literally just a set coconut oil. I have got coconut oil in the cupboard, but I don't like putting my hands in it because it's just oil, it's rank. But yeah, this is hard. Smells good because it smells like coconut, but I thought maybe I could use this. I don't know if you know about skincare. I should know about skincare because I learned all about it like 8 years ago at college, but I don't pay any attention to that sort of stuff anymore. So I got that. Whether I can put that like on the ends of my hair as well because they're really dry, I don't know. I'm just experimenting. So that was £1. And then the rest of the stuff is 89p. So I will get it out of the bag and just show you as I talk, because this video is very long and P has almost finished her lunch. So this is what it looks like. Love the packaging. 89p, bargs. So this is called Aroma Actives Skincare. Yes, that is what it's called. So I got a mask. Again, I don't ever use masks because if I'm being completely honest with you, I can't be bothered, but I'm trying. So this is a triple hydrating gel mask. I need hydration. Why not need it 3 times? So yeah, got that. That really does smell like college. Like, if you've done like beauty, you'll just know the smell. I got myself a cleansing and soothing milk. I've never had a milk product before. I believe that's supposed to be like lighter on your skin. I believe you use this to take off your makeup. This is how bad and how long it's been. This one's slightly different. It's got like a cucumber and a daisy and aloe vera on it, so it's got a slightly different smell, but the smell in general just, it's literally just like college. It's so bizarre. This is the City College Norwich Beauty Rooms in a bottle. I then got this one, which is the cleansing and toning facial wash, which is something that I have needed. I binned all of my facial washes because I'd literally had them for years and never used them. So that's what this one looks like. I really like the packaging as well. It's like really nice and like simple and just clean. So I needed a facial wash. They had loads of other things as well, which I wanted to get, but I didn't really need them, and I wanted to make sure my skin was okay with the product. They had eye cream for 89p. They had, oh, I can't remember. They just had loads of stuff. And then I thought, with all of that stuff, I need to get a moisturiser. So I got this neck and décolleté cream. I'm going to use it on my face. I don't know why you need neck cream. I don't. I'm not at that age yet. It just says apply to the area day and night after cleansing and toning, so that's what I'm going to do. It's a really good size and it's a really good bottle. Like, all of these little things would make a fab Mother's Day present. Look at this. How amazing is that? It's not focusing. There we go. That is my haul. That is my skincare. Don't really know what I've said in the past, God knows how long, but I hope you all really enjoyed it. I'm so excited to try all those products. I now need to heat up my coffee because it's cold. I'm gonna have to go and get P out of her high chair because she's finished her lunch. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've got any of these things, if you've tried out that skincare stuff. Hopefully you've got some tips for me. I don't know. I've got to go and tidy all this rubbish up now. I'm literally surrounded in piles of crisps, food, flowers. Wish me luck. Hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in my next one.